Tell me about your dog. Tell me about your dog. Tell me about your dog. Hi, I'm Mary Keydash, and welcome to Tell Me About Your Dog, a show where people tell me about their dogs. I'm here in the San Geronimo Valley. It's March 9th, 2025. It's a beautiful day, and we're just waiting right now to have some people come by to tell us about their dogs. Tell me about your dog. I'm here with Heidi, and she's about to tell us about her dogs.
Sure.
And so tell us about this dog.
This is Charlie.
Charlie.
He is a 3-year-old golden retriever yellow lab mix.
Mm-hmm.
He loves to swim. He loves treats and food. Loves all people and dogs. And actually really loves that we live out here in this amazing place where we can hike like this every day.
Oh, how nice. Now, his name is Charlie.
His name is Charlie.
But what else do you call him?
Oh, I call him Bubba. Yep, and that's probably those are the two ones that I call him the most. Charlie, come over here. Face this way. Good boy. Sit. Sit. Probably like Bubba and Bubbaloo. You know, all dogs have a nickname.
Right. Yeah. That's what I'm so curious about. Does Charlie do tricks?
He will do pretty much anything for a treat. Charlie, sit. Charlie. Charlie, sit. You're not going to do... Sit. How about if I take a treat out of my pocket?
Oh.
Will that help? Oh, good job. All right, can I have that paw? Good job. Can I have that paw? No, give me the other one. All right, you can have that. Let's try the other one. Can I have this paw? Oh, one more time. Good job.
Good dog.
That's the extent of the tricks.
Well, thank you. And then do you have another dog here that you'd like to talk about? Tell me about your dog. This is Mike. Hi, Mike. I'm Mary.
Hi, Mary.
And
How are
this
you?
is?
This is Stinson right here. Yeah, sit down. Sit. Here.
Okay. What else do you call Stinson besides Stinson?
Let's see. Troublemaker. Where are you? How about Stinsonian? And I think the kids call him Stinny. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful. Is there anything else we get to know about Stinson?
Let's see. He's quite a bounder, and he's very loud.
Oh, is he loud?
Yeah,
Does he like to bark?
He actually was highly. This will be interesting for maybe some of your audience. He was unfortunately trained with the Mill Valley Howl or the pandemic howl that was going on. I don't know if you remember that. So he is a very good howler, fortunately or unfortunately,
Well,
depending how close you are standing next to him.
Yeah, can we see an example of the pandemic howl?
Yeah, remember at 8 o'clock at night? People were like howling out their windows?
Yeah.
Well, he would listen to that and he would sing to the coyotes in the the ridge around our. We live in Homestead Valley, so. Woo.
Let's see, Stinson.
Touch, yeah, good. Yeah, he probably don't.
Not going to do it, huh?
Actually, I
Not in his
could
contract.
get you to do it. But if you put out your hand
Okay.
with a treat,
Okay.
he will probably yell, but he
If
might
I
scare
just put
you.
it like that?
Yeah.
Just like that?
Yeah. Sit.
Ooh, Stinson! You did it, Stinson!
Sorry,
He finds a
warned you.
treat. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you so
Come on,
much.
come on.
So,
Bye, Mary.
bye. Oh, okay, Stinson. Tell me about your dog. And so, who is this we're talking to?
This is it. My name is Geeta. This is David.
Hi, Geeta and David.
Hello.
And we are the step parents of this little one. She's 12 years old. We've taken care of her since she was born. Her parents go away a lot. And she's just the most wonderful, wonderful being. Come here, Izzy. Show your charms.
And her name is Izzy, but what other things might you call her?
Oh, we call her Izgers, Izzy girl, Izzy, Lizzy, Dizzy, busy Izzy, busy Izzy girl. Yeah.
And does she
Look,
do
she's
any
how-
tricks, or does she just look beautiful all the time?
She does.
Yeah.
And she loves to play, and she loves to come to the park here. It's a great thing that we have this.
Yes, it is. It's a beautiful, beautiful area here. Oh, she's very ladylike, Izzy.
She's a lady for sure.
And tell me again, is she a poodle?
She's a full-on standard poodle.
And is she full grown?
Yeah, she's 12 years old.
Oh my goodness gracious. I was thinking that poodles were bigger when they're standard and
She's
grown.
a small, on the small side of a standard, yeah.
Uh-huh. And she has to have her hair done frequently.
Yes, she's in fact very shaggy right now. She has an appointment next week.
People who have dogs that shed are always envious that, you know, if you have a poodle, you don't have to clean up after her.
Uh-huh. Oh, I did not know that.
So
Well, thank you so much. It was so nice to meet you. Thank you for introducing us to Izzy. Tell me about your dog. Hi, Claudia, and this is Damion you've met, and please tell us who this is.
This is Chango, Chango. It means monkey in Spanish slang. She's a rescue from Tijuana, and she's half poodle, a quarter husky, and a quarter Australian shepherd.
Oh my goodness gracious.
She's a sweet girl. She's very pretty.
And her name is Chango.
Yeah.
And what else do you call her?
Well, they're kind of, I call her Chango la chingona. Means like Chango the badass girl, because she's a quarter husky, but it's like she's 100% husky, and she's very aloof. She's a total princess. She has to have homemade food. And she has hair instead of fur, but she's double coated. It's okay. It's a camera. It's okay, baby. She's a little scared. She's a good girl. She's very sweet, very playful.
Nice.
She has a little brother who's out running with his dad right now.
Nice.
And
And
it's okay. She's just nervous. She
yeah.
gets scared when people wear hats.
Okay, there we
It's
go.
okay, Mama. Sit. She was trained at Marin Humane. She had about a year worth of training, and they do a really great job there. So she's wonderful. She's quiet. She's sweet. She gets homemade food.
And tell me, what do you make for her food?
So we go to Fairfax Veterinary Clinic, and they suggested a website called Balance It. She was getting very sick from kibble, so she just cannot have it. We tried every kibble, and she was always sick, and we spent a lot of money. So now I make her, ground beef, ground turkey, liver, chicken gizzards, cranberries, apples, pasta, oatmeal. So I have about 4 different recipes that I go through, that I recycle, and so that's all she can eat. She can't have any kibble.
Uh-huh. Does she ever get tired of any of those dishes, or is she happy to eat them?
She's so happy to eat them. We used to have to hand feed her and beg her to eat, and once we started the homemade, you can't stop her now. Now she does the husky thing, and she starts whining and telling me to hurry up and serve her dinner.
Oh, how nice.
She loves hiking. We live right in Forest Knolls, and she loves to go hiking. So we're right next to the hiking trail, so she can do up to 7-8 miles at a time, and she absolutely loves hiking.
Nice. And tell me about her eyes.
Well, she has a brown and a blue eye, and I think she's a quarter husky and a quarter Australian shepherd. So I think it's the mix of the two. Those eyes, the different colored eyes can happen with both breeds. And her dad was a white poodle.
Oh.
So we got her from a rescue in San Diego, and she was in Tijuana, and they had to drive her across the border for us when we got
Oh, how nice. Well,
her. She's wonderful.
well, thank you so much. Can I pet her? Will she be okay?
I think she'll be okay.
Yeah,
She'll
she's-
give you some treats.
Oh,
actually.
okay.
I
Where
don't
we
know,
go?
sometimes she rejects treats if she's more
If-
interested in what's going on.
Okay.
Take it.
Oh my goodness. No. Wow.
See,
She's
she's
way
too
more
preoccupied.
interested.
My other dog would
Okay.
devour them.
Uh-huh.
Here you go.
She's so
No,
beautiful.
She's too interested in what's going on.
Well, thank you so much. Tell me about your dog. I'm Mary Keydash with Tell Me About Your Dog, and I'm here with Karen, Chris, and Kaimana.
Yes.
Okay, so tell me about Kaimana's name first.
It kind of means jewel of the sea, or colloquial diamond. And I don't know. It's just we like Hawaii. He, on the other hand, does not like the ocean. It freaks him out.
So it's ironic.
It's an ironic.
It's
name.
an ironic name. So
Uh-huh.
we just call him Kai.
Well, he is just adorable. How long have you had him?
8 years.
And did you get him in Hawaii?
No, we got him at Marin Humane Society, and it's a great story because we were supposed to travel to Italy, and we couldn't because of COVID coming in, and I decided to adopt a dog, and he came up on the website, and I called right away, and they said, "How do you know about that dog? It's only been up for 30 seconds."
Wow.
And I said, put a deposit on him. We're coming to get him. And then when they gave him to us, he was 3 months old and he was wearing a Hawaiian shirt.
No.
Yes, a Hawaiian shirt. So we love
Wow.
Hawaii, and there he was.
Wow. Okay, Kaimana. Now, what else do you call Kaimana besides Kaimana?
Let's see.
Noodle head.
Yeah.
50-50.
50-50. What?
Because look, he's got a swirl. He's like a 50-50 bar. Do you remember those orange and vanilla ones with
Right,
little
right.
50-50?
Oh. And what does Kaimana like to eat?
People food. Cheeses and meats he's very fond of, but he also likes bread.
He's a pizza crust guy.
Uh-huh.
But he does have like dog food that he does.
He eats mostly his dog food.
And it's Primal, the little biscuit things, Primal biscuits. And there's this new San Francisco company that's making these incredible dried sausage things that are off the hook. So it's nice to support local and have him eat this treat that's so delicious that he will do anything to get.
Nice. What is he, a mix?
He is what we call a Chiweenie and a Dachshund. So he's got Dachshund, Chihuahua, and Beagle.
Oh, Chiweenie. I can see it all. And
He's got the regal beagle ears, and he does a beagle howl, and then he's got the long dachshund body, and if you look into his eyes, you'll see the Chihuahua.
oh.
He's a rescue dog from down in Bakersfield. He came all the way up. I just don't understand how anybody lets somebody so cute go.
I can't either. He's just adorable. Well, what else do we know? He probably wouldn't howl on demand, would he?
No, he's not a vocalizer. That would be so fun if we could get him to do his bay, but he's pretty quiet until he's at home.
We would need the coyotes out here for him to howl. He usually howls with the coyotes.
If he hears the coyotes, he stops and puts his head up and joins them in the full.
Oh, how nice. Hi, sweetie. This little paw is so cute. Well, thank you so much for sharing this beautiful dog with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I hope you have a great day.
Look forward to meeting more dogs through your show.
Yes. Tell me about your dog.
I'm Shayla.
Shayla
And David.
And David. And this is
Cali.
What kind of a dog is Cali?
She's a standard poodle.
Uh-huh. And how old is she?
She's 22 months.
Oh my goodness. Will she get any bigger?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. And
No.
her name is Cali, but what else do you call her?
Boobada.
Boobada?
Yeah. And she came to us with the name Princess, but we just couldn't have that.
Uh-huh.
Who she is.
Well, she is a princess. It was actually aptly named Princess, but we couldn't do royalty.
Uh-huh.
She presents fancy, but she really is like a river dog.
Yeah.
She loves brackish water and just drinks anything, and she just looks fancy, but she's a dog.
Yeah.
She's so beautiful. How often do you have to get her hair done?
Every 8 weeks.
Oh my.
That is the downfall to having a dog with a poodle mix, is that it does require grooming.
Although she's the standard.
Although she is, yes, but anything that has a poodle mix has this type of kinky fur that requires a little bit more maintenance, I would say, because they become pin cushions. That's the hardest thing, is that anytime she sits down, everything will adhere to her fur. So if you take her camping, the outside comes inside.
Got
Bring a
it.
sheet.
Okay, so her name is Cali. How did that name come about?
We drove up to Redding to pick her up, and it was just about a year ago, and the hills were so green. And I don't know if you remember last winter, but there was a lot of snow. And on the drive up to Redding, there was snow-capped mountains, blue sky, all the almond trees were in bloom, and the green rose, and I just fell in love with California.
Oh, were you new here to California?
No,
You
I've
just
grown
fell-
up here. I grew up here in Woodacre.
Oh,
And
how
so
nice.
this is my elementary school.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah, but I don't know. It was just this moment of driving up a while and coming back and just taking in the beauty and just thinking, California is absolutely stunning and so beautiful, and we're so lucky to live here.
Two
And
California girls here.
so this is my California girl. She's a hunting dog in a way, so she's looking for birds or rodents.
Yeah, but not actually getting any.
No, she can't get there, but
Does she do any tricks, or does she just sit around and look beautiful?
Yes. So her nickname really would be, was it Julie from the Love Boat? So she is, she's like a social engineering marvel. She can find people and bring them together, and dogs and humans alike. So
a lot of times people say my dog's not friendly and very wary of meeting, and I say, she can read a room. Let her just, if your dog is intimidating, she'll leave. But honestly, all dogs generally fall in line with her and play or engage. It's kind of neat.
What do you feed her?
Yeah.
That's always the question right now.
Origin.
And then also the
Which is a
Costco,
And
fresh pet.
Okay, well, she looks like she's just been well taken care of and loved, truly loved.
Had any standard poodles? I think there was another one.
Yes, Izzy came by, and also not very big, smaller, on the smaller side.
There's a lot of poodle variations, a lot of hybrids. Right, but you don't see as many maybe of the standards or maybe some minis you'll see.
Well, they said she was a standard. Izzy was a standard, but small. That's all. It was interesting. Well, is there anything else we need to know about this beautiful dog?
Dogs are great for the soul.
Yeah.
They keep you healthy.
Yes, indeed
They keep you walking. They just love. There's like a 5-year-old child that loves you forever.
Absolutely.
And they don't talk back.
Right, which is great. Oh, look at that. Tell me about your dog.
Well, this is Roxie. Roxie is a husky mix. She's a rescue from Dogwood Rescue in Sonoma, and she is the happiest, sweetest husky you've ever met.
And say her name again?
Roxie.
Roxie. And what else do you call Roxie?
Roxie. She's pretty much just Roxie.
Okay.
I don't really call her anything else.
Okay, and does Roxie do any tricks?
Not really well. She will sit. She will, especially if she gets rewarded with food, she'll sit, she'll stay, and she'll lie down. You're gonna make. Do you think she'll do any of them?
Let's find out.
Hey, Roxie, sit. Good girl. Lie down. Lie down. Lie down. You're very wet. Can you lie down? Lie down. Good girl. Well, good girl. And she does spinners.
Does she? We see if she'll do a spinner for us.
Roxie, will you do a spinner?
I don't know.
No, Roxie's going to socialize with everybody and everything. She's very friendly.
And there's a little party Roxie has joined. So what does Roxie eat?
Roxie eats kibbles and anything that she can find. Oh, she's going to say hi to the camera.
And her face is so beautiful. Her eyes are so pretty.
Yeah, she's got one blue and one brown, and she's a bit of a Bowie dog.
Nice. Great. Okay, well, thank you so much. It's so nice to meet you.
All right. Well, thank you.
Okay, bye, Roxie. Tell me about your dog. I'm Mary.
Hi, Mary. I'm Rebecca.
Hi, Rebecca. And who are you holding?
This is Jelly Bean.
Jelly
we also
Bean.
call her JJ. And she's a foundling from the streets of Merced. Got to us via the Milo Foundation. Yeah. And that's Lychee, and we call her BB. And she is from Lake County Animal Services.
Aww.
Yeah.
And what other names do you call these babies besides their names? Anything?
Jelly Bean, JJ, Lychee, and BB. That's pretty much it.
Okay. Yeah. And what do they like to eat?
They're so picky. They are the opposite of Roxie.
Yeah.
She really likes to eat chicken. And she will eat kibble if she's starving. And she'll eat kibble and chicken and canned food. She's not super picky.
And is there anything else you'd like to tell us about these babies?
This one just got out of she just got better from a bad dog fight. So she is winning at life right now.
Aww.
Yeah, she's all better. And she will not do any tricks at all. She will run and hide. If you try to motivate her with food, she will go under the table. But BB might. BB. Hi, BB. BB, sit. What? No, that's the opposite. BB. BB, sit. She's not going to do it.
Okay.
Thanks
well,
for letting us tell
thank
you about your
you.
dog.
Thank you so much. Tell me about your dog. Hi, I'm Mary.
Hi, Mary.
Hi,
I'm
Mary.
Sean. This is Kathy.
Hi, Sean and Kathy. And this is Max?
Max.
Okay, and tell me, how did you acquire Max?
I'll tell you Max's story first. The woman that had Max saw a homeless guy beating on him.
Aww.
She went over to, this is in Oakland. Come on.
Anyway, she went over to him and said, "Here's $40. Give me the dog, or I'll call Humane Services." And he took the money, and she came up back with this puppy who'd been abused. So he came with baggage.
Uh-huh.
When we first met Max, we couldn't look him in the eye because he would do what you just saw, but I could give him treats under the table. And then he started coming over to our house and going for a hike with us and our dog. And when we lost our dog, he kept coming. And then we took care of him while they were remodeling their house. And he's like, "I like these old folks. They're at home all the time. They take me everywhere. So they're fine with us, Max adopting us. They said as long as Max is happy, we're happy." And you know, you can see he's got the stranger danger, but he's not aggressive with other dogs, and he is a love bug with us. So.
Oh, and so his name is Max, but do you call him anything besides Max?
Maxie Poo. I have some names for him when he's not behaving that I won't say on TV.
Okay, but Maxie Poo, do you call him anything besides Max?
Oh, yeah, I think Maxie Poo or Pumpkin or Bupkis or, anything word that comes to mind. He knows I'm speaking to him. And he's really a very sweet, good
Max,
dog.
down.
But he's 9 or 10. And so he may never get past some of his previous,
But he's better,
abuse.
He's better than he's been because with you standing there, when we first started hanging out with him, that would never work. He'd be barking, and so yeah, he's got issues, but he's, like I said, when he's with us, he's an absolute love. So.
And so tell me, he looks like he has some German Shepherd in him, you think?
The Dutch Shepherd is what I've been told.
If you look up Dutch Shepherd, they look like Max.
So is he a pure Dutch Shepherd? Who knows?
I think the testing they did on him.
Oh, did they do the DNA?
I thought they did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And then what does he eat? Everything in sight?
We have our guru, pet food guru, Sandy at the Pet Cottage in San Anselmo on Greenfield. And she recommended a kibble that he's doing really well on. So.
Great. And then does he do any tricks?
He squeaks.
He's a squeaker. No, Max at this point at 9 or 10, he's just happy to hang out with us. And
But he purrs, Sean.
he does purr, yeah.
He gets on the bed and he's so happy that he vibrates purring in this loud purr. I've never heard a dog make this noise. And when he first started coming up on the bed, I thought, is he growling? But it's not. He's completely blissed out.
Nice.
Yeah, he's a funny guy.
And so he's not your dog?
No.
No. And the good thing about that is, like last week we went up to the Sierras, we just took him home. And they said he did really well and he seemed really happy, but as soon as they let him out,
he comes back over. And so when you're home and everybody's home, does he sleep with you or them?
Us.
Oh yeah, he's with us 24 hours a day.
Okay, so he's kind of your dog.
Kind of. I think it's like we're fostering him.
I see. You're like the auntie and uncle that he likes to live with. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, is there anything else we need to know about Max, or just that he's the most gorgeous thing ever? Look at his legs and the coloring. It's so pretty.
Great. Now Max, but he's getting better every day. He really is.
Good. Well, he's an inspiration to us all to get better every day.
You're not too old to improve.
No. Thank you so much. Bye. Tell me about your dog. Hi, I'm Mary Keydash, and I'm here with Laura, and Laura's going to tell us about her dog because the dog is not with us, but we're going to hear about it. So, Laura, tell me about your dog.
So we're about to take our dog to the beach for the afternoon. Her name is Ziggy. Ziggy Star Dog is really her name. And she's a Bernedoodle. She's 7 years old and the best dog ever.
And you call her Ziggy. Do you have other nicknames for her?
Ziggy, Ziggle, Zig Star.
Yeah.
What's that? Ziggy Pickles. Yeah. Yeah.
And then Ziggalicious. And then
Getting Ziggy with it.
what kind of what kind of food does she like to eat? She like to eat?
Anything that is meat centric, anything that falls off the table, she likes. But we feed her. I can't remember all of a sudden. What do we feed her?
Well, it sounds like you feed her.
We feed her froms.
Okay, and what about tricks? Does she do tricks?
She does a really fun trick where she dances. So if we put a treat up above, she'll spin around and do a dance. She's very human-like. She walks on 2 feet all the time, doesn't she? And what's really fun is that when she's walking through downtown San Rafael, she knows exactly which stores to go into to get her treats.
Oh, that's great. Well, thank you so
Thanks,
much for
Mary.
being on the show.
Yeah, have a great day. Thanks, Mary. Bye.
Tell me about your dog. Tell me about your dog.
Who's Princess?
Look at that thing. Tell me about your dog.